I said, what is that big ass lipstick on your shelf in the back? Point.
Ass lipstick.
I'll tell you if it's it or not.
Is it on this?
Nope. Keep going over. Up. This is the worst crane game I've ever played. Up. You almost there. Oh, big ass lipstick right there. What is that?
Oh, that's just a butt plug.
That's
Great. Now I have to censor that. Wait, what? Oh, it's.
What's the thing above it?
You magician, you.
That was like a trick.
it's a candle.
What's the floating egg above it then?
It's a card with a hole?
Floating egg.
It's my mom.
Oh my god.
I wish we were recording right now.
I am. Oh no. But we're going to jump back in
Hey.
episode 2 of the 4 Frames Per Second podcast. Guys, it's been a couple weeks. We've
Oh God.
we did some stuff. We did nothing. We didn't record episodes. Oops. Listen, it was a long week last week, okay? We were going to do some stuff after the podcast and get it out to you soon.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Although the
This is my
podcast
last
just
week.
took us 30 minutes to get started, so we'll see.
God.
Sorry.
Sometimes technology doesn't like us very well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fine. What's everybody been doing? Danny.
What?
I don't know. I think I heard myself again.
Oh, goodness heavens.
Danny, what you been up to?
Freelance. I've been doing a lot of freelance stuff, but this is my last week of it, so
How many kills?
I'm looking forward to that being over.
You know, that was legal in Canada.
4, or will be 4. I have 2 left.
Ken's still alive, right?
Yeah.
So far.
Nobody's paid me enough for that.
No, you don't have to tell me the limit. What's the limit? All right. Glitch, what have you been up to?
Working mostly. And
This is
I
fascinating.
No, it was a long week, man. My kids really took it out of me. And
Students.
so
He doesn't have
students.
like 28 children.
No, they were just like particularly chaotic last week. So far, you know, knock on wood, today's been good, but we're going to a farm on Friday, so we'll see if that holds out.
What are you going to do on the farm?
That's a good question. It's
I don't know. Milk a cow or some shit.
On the farm.
my
Touch cow nipples.
my
Let's
lead
go.
teacher's brother is a farmer, I guess, and so the kids and the students apparently really like him. He came in last summer and they got a kick out of it, and he like helped them set up a garden.
Oh.
And so we're actually visiting that farm, and they're gonna do like a tractor ride, I guess, and yeah, pet some pigs. I don't know. What do you do on a farm?
Pets and pigs. Sounds good.
Pet some pigs, chase some chickens.
Yeah, you hug a goat or something, right?
I love goats.
Yeah. Goats are cool. I like goats.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, Jackie. What do you know
Speaking of
about,
goats.
What do you know about farms?
I don't know where to start.
Start with
I know there's so
Old
much to know about
MacDonald.
farms.
He had one, and you sang about him a lot as a child.
But we at the end of the season used to get like the really big hay bales, and the 4 of us, because I've got 3 siblings, we would all push them to roll them over a couple feet, and we'd look at all the mice that had left that like made homes underneath the hay barrels.
So you evicted mice for fun?
See, I didn't think of it that way until I hit adulthood, and I remember thinking like, oh my god, all those poor rodents that were just trying to live their life, and my siblings and I are like, hey, let me just think for a second here.
How's it feel to be homeless?
What's with the kissing?
There's a real homeless problem with mice in Canada, and we know why now.
Not, because I promise, like as soon as we left, the mice just transferred themselves 3 feet to the left, and they were back at their house.
That's not okay. When a tornado comes through and rips your house and throws it across the yard, you're not just like, I guess I'm going back in.
It's not across. Listen, if you know what hay bales look like, they're like 6 feet tall. So a bunch of like preteens are not moving these things very far.
I'm from West Virginia. I know what a hay bale looks like.
Yeah, so it's more like your house is just being blown over to the next house over.
Exactly.
And then you move in with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, it was their house would be moved too.
Just go up. It's fine.
I didn't know hay bales were 6 feet tall.
Some of them. It depends on the kind of baler you have. Like the big round ones, they can be really big. The ones that do the smaller, like rectangle ones, they aren't as big.
Were they not the things that when I would go to the like fall festivals, they'd have the like rectangular things of hay?
Those are rectangular ones.
Yeah, so those are the
We have round ones.
You can get away with it. All depends.
Cylinders.
I'm a city slicker, y'all.
The round ones are really big.
What have you been up to?
Well, first off, I want to say that I'm still new at the podcasting kind of thing with the YouTube podcast, but I forgot to say that I guess it doesn't matter because we normally put them out on Mondays. We'll say I'm shooting for this is Tuesday, May the 16th, possibly Wednesday, May the 17th for this episode. We'll see. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. We had to timestamp it. I didn't do anything. Like, I worked and I had a birthday on Sunday, and it was Mother's Day. I was born on Mother's Day, so that's kind of cool, sort of.
Happy Mother's Day.
But yeah, I didn't do much. Just kind of hung out and did stuff like that. But I had an interesting experience with my mom. Is she wants to like technology. She wants to. But she's my mom, and she's not allowed to because of that fact. And she's every year I get her something that's tech, right? Something I'm like, please try. A year or so ago, I got her a tablet, and it's like the second or third tablet she's had. She cannot live without them now, right? She asked me the other day, she goes, I want to order DoorDash. How? I said, okay, so here's what you do. You go to the App Store and download DoorDash. She goes, okay, go to DoorDash.com. I'm like, okay, first off, you've ignored the first part of what I've said. We're off to a great start. And then I said, what I want you to do, and she's writing this down. I'm like, go to the App Store, download DoorDash, and then come back to me. And 2 hours pass, and I get a message that says, I don't think I can do this. I just can't imagine the 2 hour struggle. I'm like, I don't think I can do. I didn't ask you to jump out of the foxhole in World War II and take out the two approaching Nazi soldiers. Like I said, download an app.
Well, does she know what an app is?
Yes, she does.
It's what comes before the entree.
Well, this has been episode 2 of the 4 Frames Per Second podcast. So that's my that's probably the most interesting thing that happened to me, though, is just dumb stuff like that, fun stuff like that. I got Stacy's my fiance. I got her a greenhouse for Mother's Day, which is cool. It's
green's a nice color.
It's put flowers and shit in it. Supposed to grow them.
Who needs furniture?
Anyways, I don't know how to put that together. So
carefully.
As
how big?
Yeah, when you say green, I'm picturing like a house-sized.
I mean, it's a 8 foot tall, 6 foot or 8 foot by 8 foot greenhouse, so it's pretty sizable, you know.
Decent, yeah.
But it's definitely a 2-person job, and I need a ladder. I mean, I have a ladder. I barely know how to use that, so put it up and climb.
Funny your mom for not being able to download an app.
Okay, no, I got that part taken care of. I'm never the one that can fix like I can fix electronics. I can't fix if a car breaks and I'm not out of gas. Fucked, because I don't know if I can't pull my wallet out and go fill it up, it's a lost cause. I'm not so good at it. I can change a tire. I'll take that back. I can change a tire. So what has everybody been playing? I know, Danny, you've been super busy. We have a new game that's out. Is it out yet? The new Zelda game?
Yep, just came out 2 days
Last week?
ago.
2 days.
Okay.
3 days. I think it came out like Thursday, Friday.
Have you started playing it yet? Do you, anybody start playing it?
It's
watched-
way too pricey for me right now.
Yeah, I watched my sister play a bit. It looks like a lot of fun.
I've heard a lot of good things. There's somebody at my work was talking about it today, and they're loving it.
I think that's something that we should definitely try to get on the channel here at some point. If people in the comments want to let us know if they want to see some Zelda content.
It would be a long series.
Oh yeah.
It would be long.
The intro is apparently about 4 hours
Okay.
Oh
of
my God.
gameplay. And if it's anything like the first one, which I mean it's a continuation and uses the same engine, so I imagine it is.
Sure.
It's open world, so it's like there's that kind of it trying to build a series around something like that would be tricky because there's a natural inclination of want to explore and see something shiny in the distance, and I want to go see that. But once you get too far from the linear, it may be a lot of fun to play, but maybe it's not the most interesting to watch. And so I think doing a series like that, we would have to try to stick to as much of a story as there is, kind of.
No,
for the most part.
Just do whatever. I think that if we're playing something, play it like you would play it at home, but with play it like.
I don't think we're gonna 100% it.
No. I mean,
I wouldn't worry
unless
about
that's your
that.
goal. If you're 100%er, then fine, whatever. But if you're playing it like you played at home, and here's the kind of person I am when I play these games. It's like I'll go do the story, but then I'm like, oh, that side quest sounds fun. I'll just go do it, because that's how you get the experience. That's how you get more hearts or more stamina or whatever. You're gonna have to do stuff like that. But if we were to do a series like that, each episode, I mean, they can be an hour long, whatever. It would actually help cut through the game quicker. People would, if they want to watch it, they do. If they don't, they don't. That's fine. It's not like you're playing Kingdom Hearts, for God's sakes.
You can leave a comment to see if you only want the story, if you want everything that we can.
No, we do what we want.
Man, when I played Breath of the Wild, I spent the first 10 hours of that game just exploring. I don't think I followed the story beyond the opening zone at all. I would just went to unveil the map in that game, you have to go to towers. And when you climb the tower, it kind of unveils that section of the map. And if I remember correctly, there's 12 or 16 kind of a loose grid. And I literally just I was just exploring when I first played that game because it was so beautiful and each zone was so unique, and I just was having a blast just running around. And so if this game's anything like that, I'm just gonna get lost in the beauty of Hyrule.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very similar to
Certainly
that.
a bit of a Zelda fan.
Hyrule.
I think my favorite thing about Breath of the Wild was the fact that you could beat the game the second you got into the open world.
Yeah.
You could, if you were good enough, skilled enough.
There you go. There's the caveat. If you are good enough,
Well,
if you just
that's any
the
good
angry
game.
dragon ruling the castle, then you'd probably get stomped on.
I gotta go back to that game. I haven't beaten it yet.
What?
I played through a fair chunk of it, but I ran out of time. I started getting really busy with other things, and I was
Sure.
also trying to record it too. But My Elgato's not working anymore.
Nintendo does not make recording and streaming things very easy sometimes.
No.
Crazy.
Like a
Yeah.
bunch of my videos got muted when they were doing cutscenes.
Yeah,
They,
there was an
they muted
era.
the cutscenes.
There was a time period where I specifically remember it was something like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. There was a very specific time period where people were like, don't play cutscenes of Nintendo games on your stream. Don't do it. Like, don't, like, if you have a recorded video, just like talk over that part or mute that part or play something over that part, because they were so vicious and so notorious for like taking things down for whatever reason. And I eventually the internet kind of won that argument, and the fact is like they were trying to say, you're streaming our game, why would anybody play it if they're watching a full playthrough? But the internet doesn't work that way. People want to play it more when they watch someone enjoying playing something, and Nintendo is so far behind the curve with that stuff sometimes. Just like their friend codes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what's this game about?
Yeah, that's why I got started into Subnautica. I was watching a whole bunch of other people play it, and I eventually was like, I have to know what all this is about. And then you find your first Reaper Leviathan, and you kind of clench all over and quit the game real quick and go, okay, I'll come back to that in a week when I've sorted through my feelings.
I learned about Bendy and the Ink Machine from a music video.
What?
Ooh.
That's cool.
Never heard of it until then.
There's no.
I think that's how I found out about Hollow Knight too. Was I saw like some fan-made animation or something about it, and I kind of tracked down what it was.
This looks cool.
And now that's one of my favorite, if not my favorite game of all time. Like, it's just such an interesting game. And that was just like some random junk I found on the internet that led me down a rabbit hole to find it.
That there's no way in the world I would have ever had an interest in playing something like Kerbal if I hadn't watched people like if I haven't watched people screw with it. And I've seen both sides. I've actually seen one of my favorite streams, and you know I love bringing up Giant Bomb, but one of the things that I loved was the first few episodes of their Kerbal series was them completely creating things that were garbage, or at least trying to make something that worked, and failing miserably and not understanding the actual mechanics that game really brings to the table, and then cracking down and getting serious over time, and then eventually like progressing and being better and better. Like, that process was so fascinating to me. I was just like, I want to try this game. Yeah, I would have never done it if it wasn't for that. Seeing this hard ass space simulator with these weird aliens, I was like, no. But obviously, like, you know, those sort of things sell the game. Nintendo doesn't care.
Well, Nintendo has 40 plus years of like IP love, and they are able to release the same games that everyone grew up with over and over again, and people will continue to buy it because, like, it doesn't matter how much people bash like where the Pokemon franchise has gone, people are still going out and making it the most successful franchise in the world because it's Pokemon. Like, it doesn't matter. They could like they could sell you a game that's like Pikachu shitting in a box, and people would spend $60 to buy it.
They did. It's called Hey You Pikachu.
Oh my god.
And people still bought that. People will go back and spend $100 on like Hey You Pikachu to now like release content of it, or just like relive this stupid game that they played as a kid that was absolute trash. But it's like Nintendo is, I think, the only company that's able to just get away with some of the shit they do because they're Nintendo. Like, you don't expect, I think, like A+ games from them all the time. You just expect that like that love and like nostalgia that kind of comes with like cracking open a new Mario game or whatever it might be.
Sure. I still have the fondest memories of back when I was a kid. I don't remember when, like, the exact year that Red and Blue came out, but I remember having my original
1995.
Okay, 1995. I was born in 84, so, you know, 11 years, you know.
I was born in 1995. That's the reason I know that.
Oh, well, I remember having a Game Boy, original Game Boy, the brick, in the back of my parents' car, 1978 Chrysler Cordoba. And I remember we're taking a road trip to Ocean City, right? Ocean City, Maryland. We're going to the beach. And in the back seat, I've got Pokemon Red. And I remember this. And then eventually my brother got Pokemon Blue. And we were like, we need something to trade. It was the link cable.
Yeah.
And that was like $6,000. And we were like, no. That was
my
the
gosh.
first. That was the first. I think not the first peripheral, but that was the tipping point for us. That's when we realized, oh, this is going to be a problem. Like they're gonna do this on purpose now forever. That you have to have other things for the thing that you bought.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever?
I remember getting missing number in the original Pokemon Red and Blue. The stupid glitch. Not you. We like.
I'm the other stupid glitch.
You're our stupid glitch.
Wow, that was nice.
We're leaning into this. Sorry. Glitch.
Did you ever turn your Game Boy into a transformer? Because like I had, but I never had the old school Game Boy. I had the Game Boy Color.
I know what
So
you
like the purple translucent one.
Yeah.
With like the second gen games, I had like gold, silver, and crystal.
Right.
But I remember all the attachments you can get with it because like there wasn't a backlight back then, and so like you could get the little like swirly light attachment.
Yep, had that.
Then there was also this like big ass rectangle magnifying glass one that also had lights on it. You could get like speaker attachments to like amplify the sound, which I'm sure did absolutely nothing for the sound at all because it was all 8-bit or whatever. The actual quality of the Game Boy was.
It made,
Yeah.
I had
Amplified
It just
it.
tore the sound quality apart because those games were designed with like the Game Boy processing power in mind.
Mhm.
But it's like by the time you get all these attachments, you just have this bulky thing that's no longer an easily portable handheld
It
video
doesn't
game.
fit in your
I do-
pocket anymore.
I'll do you one better. First off, the original Game Boy never fit in your pocket.
No.
Well, it did.
No.
It did when you
I think it
became
was
a little
fun.
bit older because then Jenko jeans
In
were
your
a
back
thing.
pocket.
When Jenko
And
jeans,
cargo jeans.
yeah, Jenko jeans came out, and you could fit your grandma in your pocket if you wanted
What
to.
are Jenko
It was-
jeans?
Look them up. I'll put a picture. I'll edit a picture. No, I won't.
Okay.
I'm lazy. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Search Jenko jeans.
Dear Google.
JNCO.
Yeah, JNCO. With that said, though, I had the Game Boy camera, and the little DOS printer thing.
Oh, those.
Yeah, those.
Everybody wore those.
They did. We also called them bondage pants because they had chains on them that linked the pants legs together, and it was a rule that if you own those, you were obviously on a DDR machine in an arcade. Like it's because you can look at those pants and think, yeah, I could see DDR being played in these.
Hey Enzo.
Yep.
If I share my screen, how much is it gonna mess up the recording?
Let's find out.
All right, because this is what I
Can't wait.
I looked up Jenko jeans, and one of the first things that came up.
Oh, I can't see it. Okay, hold on.
Oh
Stop the stream.
no! Oh my god!
How do I undo it? Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay, we're back. We're back, guys. Let me make sure everybody is
That's the opposite.
They're only $9.99. What a steal!
what is
More expensive.
It's like
for
$1
us.
for each inch of fabric.
if we get to hold on.
No.
If we get to
Oh.
10,000 subscribers by the end of May, which is half a month, I will buy those and I will wear those for 30 seconds on stream.
You gotta give us at least a
150.
minute.
No! 30
Come on.
seconds. 30
You're
seconds.
gonna put them on and you're not gonna want to take them off.
30. Well, then let me just. You don't
I'm
know
gonna
what's in my wardrobe.
We're at 150
What'd you
subs, and
say,
you want to get
Jackie?
to 10,000
Yeah.
by the end of the month?
10,000 by the end of the month.
In 2 weeks?
It's not going to happen. That's why I'm 10,000 by the end of the month.
Make it
I will
happen.
wear those. Stop that. No one can stop. Can we all just annoy the shit out of people with just us? Okay.
We get to 10,000 by the end of the year. I'll wear it.
Jackie bought me this.
Yeah. For a second, I looked at it. I'm like, no, I didn't.
It says toy rocket launcher. Carry on. I'm going to open it on stream.
Okay.
God.
I don't know why. For the record, I don't know why Jackie bought me this.
Because Jackie is a sweetheart and she does stuff like
Because
that.
I have kids, but I'm the one that's going to play with it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Maybe-
you're the kid.
Stacy bought a bubble gun the other day, and it is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I love this bubble gun.
Oh, that's awesome.
The weird looking bubble gun. That's some
I have a
weird
toy like
pages
that.
to the internet.
I'm kidding.
That's a gift. That is a gift.
Oh my god! Hold on here. 1, 2, 3,
How many rockets?
4, 5, 6,
Count with Elmo.
7.
Was that 8?
I don't
Or was
know.
that still 7?
Probably. It was. I
Wow.
wish I hadn't done that. Now there's a mess. Good thing this is
No.
a video podcast. We're not doing the audio yet, apparently. I gotta work on that. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Audio is hard.
Oh,
Ooh.
there's a lot of pieces.
Oh, you gotta assemble.
There's a lot of pieces.
Also, even if you get this assembled, thank God it's not an audio podcast.
It's like a didgeridoo.
Even if you
But
get
we're a
this assembled
visual
right now,
experience.
like there's no way to shoot that off with your framed window here.
Don't worry about it.
There's
Okay,
always a
fair enough.
way.
There's a will, there's a way.
In
We
5
have a
minutes,
long weekend this weekend.
rocket just shoot across his.
I
What are you doing?
might have shot air in my throat really hard with this thing.
Of course you did.
Okay, no. I don't need all of this fancy stuff. This just goes...
I think the other things are probably just like the base for the rocket.
Yeah, like stabilizers.
To hold it in place.
Stabilizers. I think I could do this. Yeah, no, this isn't hard.
Injuries?
This isn't... Yeah, this is... Why is everything so inappropriate in this?
Because
Pota-
the internet.
Jackie, why did you knew what
We're
you
all
were
just
doing.
children here.
You just had one of these at home and you were like, I gotta share this.
Thinking that we would have like a small cut of this video of you out in a field just jumping on the little landing pad and sending a rocket out. Now it's going to be you making me feel guilty about buying something that somehow managed to turn. Never mind. It's fine. You know what? It's okay.
Jackie buys you a thoughtful gift and we immediately turn it into a dick joke. If that's not like the epitome of this friendship, then
What is this? Like how okay, so I've got this contraption. What do we
That looks like the base.
just keep sticking
But-
things in other things and something will work eventually.
That's what she said.
Make that the title of this episode.
Sticking things in other things?
That's how you get the views.
Or Enzo and his rocket.
That's how we get that's how we get Enzo and his denim undies.
I regret saying that.
It's gonna happen now that you have.
Is it?
You've said that, and now we're gonna
Everybody
like
will want to see it.
people are
they're
gonna
gonna
see
make-
that picture, and it's gonna
People are
skyrocket
gonna, like,
overnight.
make accounts to bump up the subs.
I'm going to make accounts.
Don't.
Like 10,000.
We're gonna have the same amount of views, but like 10,000 subscribers. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and all right. So the yellow cordy goes up to the hooded body, and then
hoity body gets attached to.
The dingle dopper.
Leg bone. My leg bone's connected to the.
My mind went to the same.
Trombone.
Okay. Okay.
My
Yeah.
bone's connected to the.
Keep talking amongst yourselves, guys.
I'm entranced by your construction skills.
We're getting
Is
there.
that what we're calling it? We're calling it
Sure.
A lot of putting together a kid's toy. I love it. You're doing great.
I'm doing wonderful. I think I broke
Yeah.
it.
I'm proud of you. Oh,
Trying
already?
his absolute damnedest.
It's a lot of jokes.
It makes a noise.
I may have put it on backwards. Hold on. Okay. There.
This is exciting.
Can you blow enough air to knock the rock over?
It's happening.
Yeah, I know it. I'm waiting for it to happen.
So that guy.
I don't know why it happened.
Can we like take that and slow-mo it?
Insert slow-mo here.
Can't put the other one on. There we go.
Okay.
Thing's got some propulsion to it.
I imagine it's meant to be used outside, so.
It's okay, I can't.
Good-
I'm
Good
gonna
night,
use
Brock.
I'm gonna use my thighs. Ready?
That's such a satisfying sound.
Boop. It's like a little league baseball bat, like hitting a ball. That clink.
Wiffle ball. Just-
Yeah. Oh, hey. So this is an interesting podcast. I was while looking for the news for stuff. I ran across the thing that I promise you, I'm not making this up. It says Lost Johnny Bravo / Dragon Ball Z episode found after 23 years. I'm going to read it. It's from Kotaku. It says, internet activists have finally found and uploaded a long lost Cartoon Network segment in which the 90s toon star Johnny Bravo did color commentary on a sped up episode of the formative shonen anime Dragon Ball Z. They could have just said Dragon Ball Z. And it's now on the internet archive for your viewing pleasure. Check it out and be amazed that Bravo's anime reaction is pretty much everything you'd hope it would be. Holy crap. So go check that out. I'll if I can find it, I'll put a link to it
I'll
in
wait.
the description. Nah. That just seems really funny though. I love the purple rockets.
It's fascinating.
Gotta watch this now. Dang.
We'll watch
I'll
it.
watch it later.
Yeah.
After 20 plus years.
That's something that we should do. We should have like a group watch something when we reach a certain amount of subs.
Watch alongs.
Can we do that? Yeah.
Discord watch alongs. The thing is just we obviously would have to do it either if we're going to. There's two ways to do it. There's the first way is we don't record anything and we just watch things with the group of people. That way no one gets in trouble for copyright. If we wanted to do the watch along audio version for people who didn't get to tune in live, we would record our audio and give them a time sync. Be like, this is when the logo is up. The logo just went down. Try to sync it as best you can, and then whatever. I've done that before. What was it? It was. Do you remember the horror movie Critters? Like,
Yes.
I remember of it.
it's terrible. It's a terrible movie. But I did a watch along with people who were commentating over Critters, but it was recorded and they just gave timestamps, and it was super enjoyable for whatever reason because I enjoyed the people who were watching it.
Mystery Science Theater is like one of my favorite shows
Oh.
just because it's exactly that. They just like watch terrible movies and comment over it the whole time. But
Mhm.
each episode's like 3 hours long, so you gotta kind of just have it on in the background. But
Yeah.
it's a funny show.
Oh, I love the old school Mystery Science Theater. I didn't like it when they brought it back. I thought it was kind of bad. But
Yeah.
the original run was really good. I wouldn't do it justice by diving into it, but I remember this one movie where they used the same actors for this one scene, and this actress clearly dies. Clearly. And then they cut to it's not even 10 minutes later. They cut to the next scene on the ship where they're typing on the computers, and he's like, "Hey, there's that dead girl." It's the same actors all over the place.
Yeah.
I love it
Yeah.
so much.
And for anyone not like familiar with Mystery Science Theater, they watch these like absolute B-roll movies that had a budget of like $20 and just kind of rag on it the whole time. But it's like they're the kinds of movies that are meant for not designed necessarily for that, but they lend themselves to that kind of commentary because they're just like so ostensibly horrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's a story in the story though. The story is the human. There's a human and two robots. The human basically, I'm gonna say it's like some kind of cryogenic sleep or whatever. Wakes up in the future, and then he's on a ship with a gumball machine and a chicken robot. and that's accurate.
That is pretty accurate. Yeah.
And what they do is they just watch old bad movies and make fun of it. It is literally I'll say modern, but it's an old show now, but it was the modern at the time version of the two old guys heckling the theater in the Muppets.
Statler and Waldorf and Statler?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yes. But that's what it was, essentially, but a long form version of that.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's a good show. We should do a watch along. If we do like let's save that for something special. Like let's say 500 or something. If we get to 500, you know, we'll do a watch along of Mystery Science Theater.
That's okay because we're gonna hit 10,000 by the end of the month, and then Enzo will have to Mystery Science Theater in a denim thong.
That might hurt a little bit.
I'm surprisingly comfortable.
Do those things?
Denim, I don't know, would be different. I don't know about denim.
Yeah, I don't know about denim.
I've never had a denim thong.
Well, I can get you one for $10.
Boy, where do we end this one?
I feel like that's a natural.
I think, yeah, of course, yeah.
A good ending point.
God, if any of our places of employment see this,
Oh, we're all fired.
I hope so. I'm getting tired of it, man.
I'll find out this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You really do.
That's the second time.
Oh,
Goodbye, everybody.
For those of you who don't know, you're on a contract-based situation, so you have that slight worry of will it get renewed, will it won't, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of your job. You know that going into it. It's not like
I do.
It's not a surprise.
And I'm not even that worried. Like, even if I don't get renewed, like, I have plans. So there is a part of me that hopes it doesn't, so that I could do the other plans. But again, I still need income. So that the other part of me hopes that I don't lose it.
The way that we had discussed it the other day was if in fact it doesn't, I'm about to also be off work for 2 months because of summer break. So
Yes.
we will there'll be more
We will have more to do.
more content on the channel.
Yeah.
Danny, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, my dude.
Glitch, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Potato, thank you for being here, and thank you for the rocket ships. You can't talk over Jackie. We established this. Her audio is not good tonight. So I'm gonna start
Take
over.
it away,
Thank you
Jackie.
for the rocket ships, Jackie.
You bet, Enzo.
Your audio still sucked. Well, it's been a train wreck of an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been
Thanks,
episode 2 of the 4 Frames Per Second podcast. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate it when you do. Share clips on social media. We actually really would love it if you tag us in some stuff. We will definitely comment on it because we're giving you stuff to work with, and it's not intentional, I promise.
Unscripted.
All right, see you guys later. Thanks.
Danny, I'm sorry I called your mom a butt plug.
I really don't know if I can leave that part in.